I'm Megan.
And we wanted to talk to you guys about Mitochondrial Disease Awareness Week. It's actually a world event, which is really exciting because a lot of the times we have a bunch of little tiny mito communities, a lot of tiny, or not all of them are tiny now, but foundations. And we all have like events all year round. There's 5Ks, there's walks, there's t-shirt sales, there's a lot of stuff. But the cool thing is we have 1 week where we have awareness for mitochondrial diseases, and there are events going on during that whole week. But the most important part about it is just the fact that you can be an advocate and get information out there, and everybody's doing it at the same time. So it's nice to kind of see multiple things, like the same information being shared over and over again. And more important, well, I guess it's not more importantly, but one day that you can specifically plan for and do something for you and your family is Light Up from IDO. And that's during the Mitochondrial Disease Awareness Week, which is the 19th through the 25th. And Light Up from IDO is on the 25th. Do you want to explain what that is, Megan?
So what we've seen in the past, I specifically have never necessarily done anything for the Light Up from IDO, but we literally, what do I do?
You have the most biggest sign I've ever seen that I'm super jealous of.
That's true. We do have quite the large sign that goes in front of our yard, but I just specifically for lighting up, I know that you can ask different buildings and different, like Niagara Falls was lit up 1 year, or I think they do that a lot, but you go to the different places, or city planning offices and things, and you can actually ask for buildings and monuments and different things to be lit up green for that specific day for the Light Up from IDO.
And you have to plan in advance, which is not great for when we're doing this podcast.
Yes, nothing happens the day before.
No, so you might be able to write some of these monuments maybe right now, and if they're really, really nice and you give them a like heart bleeding story, which I know all of us have, you might find the right person that will whip it into shape and get their monument lit. But don't get your hopes up.
It's a little late in the game, but
but we still wanted to do this podcast because you can still plan for your own community, like the street you live on or the town that you live in. It's amazing. It always, oh no, I'm gonna cry.
This is a short one too.
No, I know. For me, myself, okay, I always feel alone. Like I don't know that many of my neighbors. Like we're not like a super friendly street. Like I know the people right around me, but they're not like all that outgoing. It's not like you can go next door and borrow some eggs or here's
sugar.
But I did last year. I went on, we have something, and most areas have it. You kind of have to look for it. On Facebook, it's called a Buy Nothing group. And I went on mine and just said, hey, I don't know if this is allowed on here, but if it's not, admins, please tell me. I'm glad to take it down. But I gave my story. I told them about Angie, about how she passed away. And a lot of these people kind of saw what was going on when it was happening, because the things that I would give away or things that I would have from neighbors. But sorry, I digress. The point of the group is you buy nothing. So you just post things that are for free around your community, your neighborhood. And you either, you just pick a random person that wants it, and they come and pick it up, and that's it. That's as easy as it is. So I posted last year saying, hey, I have a bunch of green light bulbs. This is why I have them. I would love if you could change your lights for this one night of the year, and post a picture. And I was just shocked by how many people wanted to support me. People I did not know. I ran around all my area of San Diego, and it's kind of a big area, which I didn't realize it was that big at the time. But I probably had, I don't remember now, like 25 or 30 light bulbs. So 30 people all wanting to light their house up in green to support me and Andrew and Angie. So it's just a beautiful thing. And I know you do something too. You go to your neighbors, right?
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time. So every year we come up with some idea. And one of the first thing we did, this was quite a few years ago, was we bought the green light bulbs. And this is where we lived in another neighborhood where we actually knew quite a few of the neighbors, and we passed them out and asked them to put them up for the entire awareness week. And I ordered this huge banner from Costco, which is super easy, and they're actually not that expensive. And Troy's face is on it. And it says Mitochondrial Disease Awareness Week, and then it has the umdf.org on it. This was before I had actually met Christina, and so now we do the Mito Research Fund. I can't believe I can't get that right today. MitoResearchFund.org as well. And so all of our neighbors, like you said, it's so amazing. We took pictures of everybody, and we've done other things too. This last year, actually, this is totally me digressing. We love these yogurts that are called Wees by Yoplait. They're non-dairy and they're so good, but they come in the most amazing little glass jars. And so we started saving the jars, and we are succulent crazy here. We planted all these succulents in all these jars. We had like 50 of them. We took them to the new neighborhood we live in. And we also asked if they wanted a green light and to text us, and we would drop one off on their porch. And so now our new neighborhood, of course, has a bunch of green lights, but there's so many different things that you can do. And every time we do this, we do a little printout that has Troy's picture, what he's diagnosed with, a little bit about mitochondrial disease. And it's just really about spreading awareness because it's so important. And now we have neighbors, because our neighbors are friendly, but we just, especially with the pandemic, and we just haven't lived here that long, so we don't know a lot of them. But I'll be running down the street with Troy, and cars will drive, hi Troy, because they know about him. And so
Celebrity.
Yeah, it is. And I'm like, hi, I don't know who you are, but I'm assuming you live here and we gave you a flyer or something. So yeah, there's so many little things you can do, and just little stuff. I mean, it is really hard to find green light bulbs. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So this is, okay, one, it's the perfect time to buy green light bulbs because Halloween is right around the corner, and everywhere has Halloween stuff. So you can go to the Halloween store and get light bulbs. You can order them on Amazon. You can do all that stuff. But the one thing that I've found, at least in our neighborhood, is our lights, we don't actually have light bulbs anymore. And you don't know like what kind of fixture each house has. Yeah. So I found some solar green lights, floodlights. And so I never even took mine down. It's my house is green.
Ours is up year round in our.
Yeah. But you can order them. I actually just found some on Amazon that's 4 for $40, so it's $10 each, which I don't know if you want to buy all your neighbors. I mean, it's kind of pricey.
It could be an expensive venture.
But last year, and I missed out, but last year the dollar store had green solar lights. So whatever area you live in, that's one avenue that you can look at. I also bought, I have a bug in my face. I also bought, it's not saran wrap.
Oh yeah.
But it's like saran wrap. So do not go and listen to this podcast and then wrap your lights in saran wrap.
Yeah, saran wrap.
You'll be a fire.
That's a fire.
Yeah. No, it's like and it's not shrink wrap. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know, but it's like a gel. And you can also buy theatrical gels to put over your lights too. Those won't burn. I mean, it's less likely for them to burn because that's what they're made for, to cover lights. But the stuff that I got, I don't put it on my light. I put it around the outside of the glass of the fixture, and it lasts for that whole week. And then it starts to discolor and stuff like that. So you do have to remove it. But at least like, I mean, there's a lot. And you said you buy that sign from Costco. I did the same thing from Walgreens. You could do it straight from your phone. You just create your big banner. You ask them to do it and they'll have it done. I think it was like 24 hours.
Yeah, it's really quick with Costco too.
Yeah. So even though we're only like what, a week away?
Yeah.
A little over a week and a half away. There's a lot that you can still do. There's a lot of things that, I mean, obviously the monuments might not work out if you try to contact them, but your neighbors, and honestly, that's almost to me more important because you're affecting the people around you. I mean, if a monument is lit up, yeah, it's cool. Oh, look, there's a green building, but nobody knows why.
Yeah, even just going around, and even if you're not necessarily giving them anything but a little printed brochure with your, your child's diagnosis and just telling them, a little bit about you and your child, like that's spreading awareness. And that's the whole point. And I just remembered what we did the first year that we moved in here. We got little green like lunch bags from, I think it was from the dollar store, and just put those little like pumpkin lights that you put inside that are battery operated, and we put those in and gave those out to everybody because that was a whole lot cheaper than light bulbs. But yeah, there's so many different ideas you can do. But honestly, if you just go put a little pamphlet on their door explaining what mitochondrial disease is, and that is spreading awareness, and that's what's important here. So
yeah, exactly. And there's no right or wrong. If you don't feel like this is something you can do, don't. It's not. Don't feel guilty for not being able to do this or for not wanting to do this. It's just an option for you. And we've said in other podcasts about, just try, when you get the diagnosis, it's you don't know where to put your efforts and you don't know what to do, so and you want to do something. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is that one thing you can find that you'll want to do, or reach out or something, even if it's a post about.
I was just gonna say, posting on Facebook, on Instagram, posting little facts or little bits of information, spreading awareness.
And TikTok, I mean, that's still a growing avenue of another social media, and I'm sure there's more that I just don't know.
I'm old. I don't know what TikTok.
Yeah. I envy everyone that does it, because I know it takes time. It takes a lot of time to get to do those good videos. Mine are not good. You can follow me, but mine are not good. They're not that inventive anymore. But yeah, so there's a lot of different things. And for the banners, I put mine in my front window above my garage. You can put it on your garage. I don't think you said this, but the sign that I was talking about in the very beginning of this podcast, Megan has like a giant, gargantuan green ribbon that someday I hope someone's going to make me, because I know I can't.
I think I know somebody who made one that would gladly make you one. Yeah, it's my stepdad cut it out for us. Oh, you are going to get one now. So we're going to be put in today.
I will gladly pay for it. Like,
yes, but it is a huge green ribbon.
It's like 12 feet tall, people. Like, if you're driving down Megan Street, you're like, oh, I don't have to be curious of what house is hers.
Yeah, exactly. And then we just outline it in green lights that I had from Halloween, and it's just stuck in the ground with, I don't know, piece of wrought iron type thing, PVC pipe stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is. It's awesome. It is really cool.
There will soon be one coming your way.
Yes. But yeah, so do you guys have any other ideas, anything that we didn't mention, or you want to just share them with us? I love hearing about everyone's like spirit week for Mito.
Exactly.
I was looking at workout clothes today. I'm like, oh, I don't have any green Mito shoes.
Oh,
I have a bright green sweater. But yeah, so if you guys have any input, or if you would like to talk to us, be on the podcast, have any ideas for a podcast, let us know. Megan, do you have anything you wanted to add?
No, just like Ashley mentioned, get out there and spread awareness any way that you can, whether it's posts or going big or going small. It doesn't matter. It helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we are on mitopodcast.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us on our YouTube channel if you want to see our beautiful faces. Email us, mitopodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening and spending some time with us today.